Oh.
Good morning
And welcome to this Offworld edition of
John and Josty's
Guide to Crap Food. Today we're heading to
Nancy's Cafe in Astrac or however you pronounce it. It's in Wales somewhere.
Yeah, I have no idea either. Even though I live here, I don't know how to pronounce most of the things. Sorry.
Now, I know what you're thinking. What the hell is John and Josty's Guide to Crap Food? Well, we had a conversation which was basically along the lines of, why is it that there are no programs anywhere about kebab shops or pizza houses
Or greasy spoons.
and things like that? There are more than enough programs that will tell you how to cook a steak, or how to prepare your fish, or how to eat sawdust, which, let's face it, most of that stuff is. So we decided, for the real people out there, for the men in our lives who enjoy nothing more than a pit of bread full of grease, that we were going to give you our guide to the best, and let's face it, worst kebab shops, pizza houses and greasy spoons around the UK.
So, here we go. So the journey at the moment. So John, are you excited to try? So today we're trying, from the cafe, we're trying bacon sandwiches.
Yes, we're going to start off easy.
Easy. Nice classic, nice breakfast classic.
It's an absolute classic. The smell of bacon invokes a passionate response in any human being, even vegetarians. That's when you know it's good.
Are you more of a crispy bacon man, John? Or are you more of a soft bacon man?
I must confess, I do like it crispy, but what I really enjoy is good thick bacon.
Oh yeah, thick bacon. It's like toasty bean gammon, and it is. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do it today, but there is a, one of those sort of mobile catering trucks that park on industrial estates and
Yes.
things like that.
Yes.
There was one of those in Exeter that served the best bacon rolls I have ever come across.
Does it still exist?
I don't know if it's still there. It was a couple of years ago, but that is the standard I'm living up to. And these bacon rolls were, well, basically, I'd have killed my wife to get hold of them.
Oh, they sound amazing.
Oh, they were utterly, utterly amazing. So that is the standard to which I'm going to be judging my bacon rolls. What is, as far as you're concerned, your bacon roll preference?
Well, my bacon roll preference is I like my bacon, like yourself, rather thick, but also I like it non-crispy, so it's a bit of a different, I'm not a crispy bacon man.
You're a soggy bacon man.
I'm a soggy bacon man. And the best place I've had bacon roll, and I get to have it most mornings if I'm in town, where I live in Neath, which is Coles in the market, where they take the bacon fresh from their family-owned butchers,
right,
and they prepare it in the morning straight away.
Okay, so we already have a contrast and differing views as far as the bacon is concerned. But here's the question: do you go red or brown?
Neither.
Neither.
I'm not a sauce man, I'm afraid, John.
Oh, you Philistine!
I like to taste the bacon. I feel if you have sauce, you're drowning the bacon flavour in sauce. So when you are not having sauce, you can literally taste the saltiness, the meatiness of the bacon.
Yeah, but that's part of the enjoyment, is actually having the sauce there. Now, tomato sauce, there are different sorts of tomato sauce. For me, it's brown sauce.
That's fair enough.
And as the advert says, it has to be HP. It's got. I don't like that fruity muck. I can't stick it. It's got to be proper, full-on HP sauce, nice big bun, and very thick bacon. If we can get those, we're getting close.
Well, with me, I'd say I can have sauce. I don't mind barbecue sauce. I think barbecue sauce, with meat, barbecue sauce excels the flavour, I feel. It's very much an American classic, is if you have a barbecue, you have barbecue sauce, because it does help with the flavour of the meat.
You see, I've got to say, with barbecue sauce, I think you're almost missing the point of the programme. Is that not fancy food?
No!
We're talking about basic...
Imagine a kebab now, John. You're drunk, you've had a few beers, you go to the kebab shop and you say, drown my kebab in barbecue sauce.
No, you don't. No, it's got to be chili sauce. The type of chili sauce that will melt sheet steel. You can't have barbecue sauce.
Well-
That's for a pizza.
John, I'm sorry, I disagree. One day we will have a kebab on this show and I will make you have barbecue sauce in it and you will change your mind.
Okay.
And now here we go, we're going to show you Nancy's calf.
We have arrived at
Nancy's Calf.
the very first establishment that is going to be tested out on John and Josty's Guide to Crap Food. We'll be back shortly with a bacon roll.
See you in a while.
So we're here at Nancy's Calf in Ashford-on-Dyke. I hope I'm saying that right. I really don't want to upset anyone.
No, neither do I. But
No.
this is a stunning place.
This is classic 1970s greasy spoon calf.
It's great.
It
Absolutely
is
amazing.
this is like going back in time. It really is. I mean, the chairs are the kind of things that you used to have in school. I dread to think how many people have sat at these tables.
But
And-
look at
and
all
even-
they've stayed up, you know?
Well, yeah,
Stood
I mean,
the test of
they're
time.
still going. I don't think any of the tables actually match looking at them. They're all different
But that
sizes,
doesn't matter.
shapes, and what have you. But there's some real character
There
in
is.
here.
There's even an autograph on the wall.
Yeah. I recognise the face, but I can't remember what
Exactly,
he's
yeah,
been
me too. But straight away, extra point for this. They've got my favourite barbecue sauce.
You are such a sick individual. Barbecue sauce on bacon roll. I mean, it's wrong. It's just wrong. It really is. But we've got bacon's actually being cooked now, so we're.
I can smell it. It smells
We can.
good.
Yeah. There's something really comforting about the smell of bacon.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when you get that first whiff of it, it's sort of it sends your brain into relax mode.
It does. Like it's one of those comfort foods that I think when you're feeling a bit down, I think a bacon roll perks
Yeah.
you up and you're good to go.
Works like a charm. It calms you down and then immediately makes you hungry.
Oh god.
Oh, I need a bacon roll.
But then also you have a bacon roll and you can eat more bacon rolls and then you're wishing you cooked more bacon.
Yeah, you see, I've always believed that when you smell that bacon and then you actually have a bacon roll, leave it there. It's like the
Yeah.
old saying in the theatre: always leave them wanting more.
I can't. If I want another bacon roll, I'll go and make another bacon roll, John. I'm sorry.
Well, no, fair enough. If that's the way you work, that's fine. The one thing we haven't checked out yet, we do have brown sauce on the table, but we don't know if it's HP
Go on, John. Go
or
for it.
if it's Daddy's.
Go for the
So
reveal.
we're going to do a quick test just while we can get. I'd say this is a bottle that is well used, shall we say. And we're just going to put a little dribble on there. There we go. It actually came out slightly quicker than I thought it was going to, but there we are.
That's what she said.
I'm thinking it could be.
Okay.
It's proper HP. Oh, that is so good. So good.
John's happy. That's the main thing. I know my barbecue sauce is great. I'm not as crazy as him. I won't. But he's a happy man. That's
So
main
the good
thing.
news is you've got your barbecue sauce.
Yes, I'm happy.
I've got my HP sauce.
Yeah.
So far, it's all looking good.
So far, this could be a high rating. from
It
John
could be.
and
It could
Josty.
be a high rating. Yep. It's looking quite good on the cholesterol scale at this point, but the acid test is still yet to come.
And we will
What's the
let you
bacon
know.
like? We'll let you know very soon. Very soon.
In a bitty while. Hello and welcome back to John and Josty's Guide to Crap Food.
Indeed, and
We are at the
we've,
unpackaging.
we're at the unpackaging stage. Got to give a shout out to Nancy.
Oh
though.
yeah, fair play.
Nancy's Calf, Ashford-on-Dyke, has been there 60
years.
And Nancy she's a lovely lady.
Lovely lady.
She's now got her son and
His fiancée.
working there. It's a proper family-run business,
Been there
and it's
60
an
years.
original 60. Can
And she
you believe
gave. I
that?
know.
That is unreal. 60 years for a greasy
There
spoon.
was Coke posters from obviously the 60s. They just on the wall. Was it the 60s?
Yeah.
We said it was 60s. Am I right in thinking
Well,
that?
they were sort of prints.
The
and
varying
they're
prints.
Varying ones, but they've been up there for a long time.
They must be up there for a long time.
A really long time. But, yeah. So,
And she gave us discount, but she didn't have to. She handed back some money. She goes, I didn't. She had the correct change. I think she just decided
she
to give
did.
us some discount. So
Yeah,
she
so-
gave us some change. And fair play to Nancy. She had a
Definitely.
massive. She did the massive order in great time as well.
She did it really, really
took
well.
about 15 minutes, and we about 15, 20 minutes, I'd
Yeah.
say, around that. And we asked for 9 bacon rolls. We asked for egg and bacon and 2 sausage. But anyway, we've got the bacon ones. I know John is literally looking at me as in, please shut the hell up so I can unbox this thing.
I'm dribbling. Can we get on with this,
right,
please?
If we can, all right.
Okay.
So here comes
So
the unboxing.
Are you gonna prop that up so you
If
can
we-
unbox
if we
yours as
can.
well?
Let's see if this works.
Yeah.
Right.
We should be able to do that.
In theory, yeah, we can. Okay.
There we
Okay,
go.
Here we
right.
go.
Okay, so
here we go.
it doesn't come in a paper bag
Which is
with a napkin
so
wrapped around
good.
it. Look at this.
Because look how much grease you get when you have a napkin wrapped
Yeah,
around it.
you do.
It's just the napkin. You can't use it because it's so greasy.
No, and it gets stuck to the bacon or the burger, whatever it is you're having, and it's pointless.
It's pointless.
But this is good. This
This
is
is
really
great,
good.
and you can drop the crumbs into it. So you know, if you don't like crumbs matter, but if you don't like getting crumbs in your car, you've got an amazing box to put them in.
Now
so.
then, look at that for a bun. Look at that. Look at that. It's huge.
Massive.
You could land aircraft on this thing. That is a proper,
That is
honest to goodness bun.
a great bun.
We're loving this, okay? Proper
It's
brown
not hard
sauce on
either.
it.
It's a very
No,
nice,
it's really
soft bun.
Really soft.
Oozes of barbecue sauce on mine that John does not agree with.
And I have got proper brown sauce, which is what you're supposed to have, not like this strange person.
And
sat next
slatherings
to me.
of butter.
Okay, so absolutely everything is looking good. There is only one thing left to do, and that is
Taste
it. So
Here we go.
here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Oh God, yes.
So, bacon. Not too thin, not
Nope.
too thick.
No,
It's not like you feel like you're getting a really crap value bacon, but you don't feel like you're getting too thick bacon.
no. Nice thing, when you actually bite through it, there's no fat there. You're not having to
No.
pull the
at it.
bacon out. You
No.
your teeth go straight through
Into
it.
the bacon, yeah.
And it is really, really nice. That's good. I like that. Okay, I'm going in for seconds.
Me too. Let's go.
Okay.
It's got a slight crisp to it as well, which usually I wouldn't be cool with. But with this, it works quite well because it's not so crispy. I'm always crisping it like an American style bacon. And it's got a nice soft centre. Quite a soggy, fat juice centre.
Yes. If I was going to be ultra critical, and I mean ultra critical, I might say I would have. But bearing in mind we've been handing out bacon rolls as well, so this might be overcritical. But at this moment in time, the only criticism I can come up with is that I'd like the bacon a bit warmer.
I agree. But then we
Just
were
a bit
handing out
warmer.
bacon rolls to the
We
rest
were.
of the cast because it's the Offworld edition of John and Josty's Guide to Crap Food. We were handing out bacon rolls to the cast, unfortunately, because no one else knew who the orders were.
No, so I think that might actually be our fault and not
probably is our
Nancy's.
fault, not
But
Nancy's.
that's the only thing I'd say at this moment in time. But overall, this is a really,
Yeah.
really good
You feel like
bacon
you're
roll.
getting a breakfast
Yeah.
in a bun because of like how big the roll is. You not, but then the thing is, you can get some bacon rolls where I'll let John in a second bite when I'm talking, but where you literally just have bread and there's like only a tiny bit of bacon, and you literally have to find the bacon by keep on eating the bread, and you get bored of the bread. And you're like, "Where's my bacon?" And here you've got the bacon is so evenly dispersed within the large roll.
Yep.
Every bite is a meaty bite, not just bread.
And they're using proper butter on there as well, not these stupid spreads. There's actual butter on it, and that is really adding to the enjoyment. That is so good. We've been talking for a few minutes, and as you can see, we're only about halfway through. It's not one of those one bite wonders.
No.
This is a good, solid bacon roll. If you're not into rolls and you prefer sandwiches, can't say much about those because we've gone for the roll. We actually like the rolls. But having said that, I think you would be equally as pleased.
I think you would.
If they put the same effort and dedication into the sandwiches
Yeah.
as they do to the rolls, then you're in for a treat. I don't know about you, but I'm certainly enjoying this.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
It is so good. Really good.
Every bite is just a lot of flavour. You get the saltiness of the bacon. For me, you get the sweetness of the barbecue sauce. I know you don't like, but it goes together. And the butter because it's real butter, you get that creaminess of the butter, and it really works.
And again, because of the packaging that we've actually got, there aren't crumbs going everywhere.
I know.
I'm not getting plastered in grease.
I know.
It's
perfect.
really good. Again, possibly an ultra criticism, but we've got no napkins.
Very true.
We haven't been given a napkin.
Which, if you're in a car, you've got no tissue.
Yep.
When you go to work with barbecue sauce over your face or brown sauce on your face and crumbs.
If you're working on a building site, wiping your hands on your arse is not going to be a problem.
Exactly.
But if you're working in an office or you're going to be meeting people or something like that, that could be a slight problem.
A slight issue.
A napkin would have been good.
Napkin would have been good.
Would have been good.
Would have been nice to have a napkin.
Yeah. But that's not a criticism of the food in any way, shape or form. It's really not, because these are fabulous.
It's great. There's enough meat. Doesn't feel like you've been hard done by. If you go to Subway, for example, and have a bacon roll, they put one slice of bacon in a little tiny little sub, and it's microwaved.
Yeah.
And I know you're thinking, Chris, why are you mentioning Subway when you're, doing this show? Well, the thing is because most average people, I'm not saying people are average here, will go to Subway and that kind of place for breakfast because it's a known brand, they know it's good, they work in a city, that's what they'll do.
Well, having said that, you say they know it's good, but there again, they don't know about places like Nancy's, which is why we're doing these. Now, I got a question for you.
Go for it.
How much is that bacon roll in Subway, approximately?
£2.
£2, okay. And there's one strip of bacon in it.
One strip of bacon, you do get a coffee.
You get a coffee with it, okay. So, fair enough. Because these were £2 as well.
But
£2 for this.
A Subway bacon roll will fill you up for about an hour, 2 hours. And will keep you going until lunchtime, even after lunchtime. It is so good.
Oh, honestly, it's like
Look how good that is.
This is really good.
The sauce layer there. You can see the yellowness of the butter, the bacon. It just works so good, really well.
Honestly, this is like sex in a polystyrene carton. It's brilliant. I love it.
However, people will laugh at me for saying this. Make sure you have a drink after your bacon roll because you might get bacon mouth, where you become really, really thirsty because that's what bacon does to you. So always make sure you've got like a drink somewhere handy with your bacon roll.
What's your preference for your drink to go with a bacon roll?
See, I'm weird.
Well, we know that.
Well, yeah, barbecue sauce, you're not overly keen on that. But my preference to go drink with a bacon roll is I like a fizzy drink than a bacon roll.
You and me both.
There we go. We know it.
Did you bring one?
I did not.
Well, that's you, bollocks.
I know, I'm going to bake a bacon mouth for the rest of the day.
Chin chin. Other fizzy drinks are available.
We're not endorsed by Kobe
we're
anyway.
not. We're really not.
We wish we were. So, John, what score? What did you give Nancy's calf for the bacon roll say?
Okay. We've already said that possibly we'd like it a bit warmer, but that is our fault because we were giving things out.
Napkins when they're gonna miss.
Napkins, that has to be a point against. We haven't got many points against, but that has to be
Could we do half
one.
a point against? Because Nancy, she was quite old, bless her. She might have been a bit forgetful.
Well, she's been in there 60 years. You'd think she'd know to give out a napkin or something like that.
My personal score, I think, thinking back on how much I'm enjoying this, how the service was friendly, how she was a very talkative lady who was really proud of being a cafe owner. I think 4.5 on the cholesterol scale for me.
You're going to give it 4.5 cholesterols out of 5, right?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. I think it's a fair score. And I think I'm going to have to echo that score and go with it as well. It is a... If I could do 4.9, then I would. It's just it's the napkin which is the only down point.
The only down point. Because the heat is our fault.
Yes, the heat is entirely our fault. So I will go with your 4.5. If we could do a 4.9, I would, but fine. 4.5. So overall review: excellent food, really good size, superb value, tastes delicious,
fantastic. Real sauces,
the premises itself, proper old school greasy spoon
Yeah.
calf.
Yeah.
Straight out of the 1970s, if you wanted to, something like that.
The chairs were literally, as you said in the place,
yeah.
they were school
They
chairs.
were. So,
Metal and slightly rusted.
bits of plastic
Great.
and things like
Perfect.
that. So, we have to give this, for our first review, Nancy's Calf in Astrid Mennick, a solid 4.5 on the cholesterol scale. That's it for this week's review. Join us next week when we'll be having another review of another proper old school food place right here on John and Josty's
Guide to crap food. Have a good one.